first, if you're having a hard time with the wall placement, is you're going to go up to the camera controls, and you might be on Sims 4 camera, which as you can see, changed the angle. It's a little bit harder to get lower to the ground. You're kind of at a bird's eye view, and it might feel a little awkward to place, a wall. So we're going to click up here where it says Sims 3 camera, and now you can change the angle and probably see a little bit better. You can also press T on your keyboard and get an overhead view. So something like this. And then you've built your wall, or your room, and your walls however you see fit. And you can still do like angles and things like that with this tool. You can also build custom rooms, which I'll show you. And then you can go to the room tool and build the same way. So you have your walls like that. Build a room all at once, so you can build your rooms this way, and it's a little faster. And then if you way too fast when scrolling. Then if you want to delete this to make this one big room, you're just holding down Control to make one open space. And it doesn't have to be just the room tool. You can also just use the wall tool and press Control, and it'll delete the wall. I'm sorry it's so dark. I have Seasons installed and it's raining, so it's very, very dark, even though it's afternoon. And if you are tired of this grid, especially when you're decorating, sometimes it can be a little hard to see. You just press G, and that gets rid of the grid. So I can show you. And then if you want to copy, you just go where it says copy, and then you turn your key, use the keybind, and you can turn it, and then make your house, your roof, lower your roof with that, and then the sides. Say you want your eave to go out on one side but not the other, you hold down Shift to do one side at a time, and then nothing to increase them both on each individual side. Alternate is also your best friend because you can change the height of something more subtly. Say for instance here, without it, you go up a set height, but when you press Alt, you can get a much smoother transition to get the perfect height on the roof that you want. Okay, so here we're gonna go Shift C to get extra roof controls, and you can get more unique shapes on your roof if that is something you would like to do. We're gonna start over with our $70,000 and try to build something a little bit nicer. Items in the game can be increased or decreased in size by using the corner bracket keys, and you just press those to make your item bigger or smaller. It's really useful for plants, I find, or certain items that are just way too huge and have no business to be. Some of them also will not work, so you just have to play around and test that out yourself. I like to use a cheat that you use in the console, so you can press a single letter and you'll unlock the things that were previously locked, like this statue that came from the astronaut career. You can now use in your build just by opening the console and pressing a single letter instead of whatever the actual really, really long and hard to remember code is. Another thing I will say is that in order to open the console, I'll link below the shortcut I use. And another item that's really helpful for placing clutter is this shelf, which I will also link you. And this is just a red shelf, and you can make it invisible, but it's really a lot easier and ensures that you have zero custom content in your build, if you use it to place the clutter at the height you want, and then just delete it. So, for instance, if you want this pot of flowers on top of the refrigerator, you just move the shelf here and then drag it, and then you just remove the shelf. That's all. It's really simple, and it's good to get the decor in different places that you normally wouldn't be able to reach. Also press Control F to get quarter tile placement, and that's how I got the flooring to be at an angle like it is in the kitchen. Like this, I got from the Buy Debug catalog, and it's mostly free things. Some of them will go off, as in they'll smell, and or the sim will pick them up and ruin all of your hard work, but it does give the house a more like lived in look that's kind of nice.